So in this draft, I recounted the summation of my 10 hours of service at Hospitality House here in Boone. And I also included a couple of pictures and the form that they had me fill out at the beginning of my volunteer journey and my orientation, as well as a reflection of what I gained from being there. As far as the writing process goes, I feel like I started out unnecessarily confused about what this assignment was, so I didn't journal like I should have during this experience. But I feel like given that, I still did a pretty good job. I remembered the things that really stuck out and was able to collectively put them together to represent how I felt about the experience and just describing this experience itself. The peer review didn't really give me much to edit other than the suggestions that I described other than the suggestion that was given to me about describing my interactions with the staff, but there wasn't much that they were doing because they were doing their thing. The staff was doing their thing, and I was sent to do a different thing. Or like we were both interacting with the residents. There wasn't much else to that. I did kind of spill thoughts in a blurb, I think, when I wrote the first draft. So when I write this one, the one that you guys are about to read, I made sure that I really conveyed what I wanted to and met the criteria and actually added a concluding paragraph, which I didn't before. But the real trouble that I had was organizing the memories in a way that didn't divulge who the residents at Hospitality House were, because when I signed up to volunteer, I put myself under a confidentiality agreement, and I technically still am because I'm not allowed to talk about the residents because some of them are being protected under Hospitality House's roof. You know, I was told that, maybe some of them are running from someone or something, and it's just for their protection that I don't identify who they are. And I also felt that it was hard to do them all justice because I couldn't talk about everything that I learned about them. I can say whatever I want about these people, and I want the readers to see and feel what I experienced too. But it's really hard to do with the confidentiality rule that they have. But in the end, I feel like I still did the best that I could within those boundaries. And I still think that I was able to describe my experience and my responsibilities well, and as well as my reflective thoughts and feelings with what happened. I want the audience to know that aside from the confidentiality, I really wasn't asked to do much. My job when working this early in the morning, and I'm talking like 6 a.m. until like 8 or 9 a.m., before the sun was even up, behind the desk, it's just really just assisting whoever's on staff, and handling what they can't do. Like I would retrieve things for the residents, hand stuff out, unlocking rooms. I also didn't really have clearance or knowledge of other things that hospitality does or that the residents were asking for in a way that I could do more. But most of the job was really just engaging in casual conversation with the residents and learning about them. And I hope that despite some of the lack of information, the audience sees the homeless as exciting and enlightening people, and I hope that they see Hospitality House as a respectable source and the good efforts that they do, from the staff and the residents. If I had 2 more days to continue to work on this draft, I think I would have delved into a particular experience with each one of the residents and was a bit more descriptive. I would probably have liked to include how the stereotype was falsified in my eyes based on the experience that I had with the residents, but this is the best that I could do with what I was given, and I hope that you guys can all see that.